Good day everyone. We are from Group 5 and we report about the projector and fluid process. We discuss first about projector. Here are the objectives. Define what is projector. Discuss the history of projector, who and when it was invented. Enumerate the parts of the projector. Discuss how to operate the projector step by step, and enumerate the types of projector. So the definition of projector is: projector is an output device that takes images generated by a computer or Blu-ray player and reproduces them by projection onto a screen, wall, or another surface. In most cases, the surface projected onto is large, flat, and lightly colored. So kabalo naman jud tatanan kung unsa ang projector kay mostly sa school gagamit og projector ang mga teachers. For example, you could use a projector to show a presentation on a large screen so that everyone in the room can see it. And then, projectors can produce either still or slides or moving images and videos. And then, ang projector sad kay sama ra na siya sa gidak-on sa toaster og mutimbang lang og pipila ka pounds. So mo ni about ang projector. Discuss the history of projector, who and when it was invented. The first carousel slide projector was patented on May 11, 1965 by a man named David Hansen. The digital projector we know today was created by Jan Dolgoff in 1984, although he came up with a concept for it in 1968. So, grabe na jud ay kadugay na imbento ning projector natong ginagamit today. Ang kini po day si Jan Dolgoff, dugay Japon day niya na-create ang projector bisag atong 1968 pa siya nakakuha og concept about atong nga projector. Imagine, 1968 to 1984, bali 16 years pod ay na-create niya. And then, napadyoy lahing projector nga na-create from or na-invent from Lumiere's brothers, who invented the first really successful movie projector based on the work of the French inventor Leon Boully, the cinematograph. This was a film camera, projector, and printer in one. So, bali, 3 in 1. Nanay film camera, napay projector, napay printer. The brothers' first film, Sortie de Lucent Lumiere de Lyon, was shot in 1894 and publicly screened in 1895. At the Paris Expo, films by the Lumiere's brothers were projected onto a large screen measuring 16 by 21 meters.
The parts of the projector. Outside. Arrow buttons. Arrow buttons are used for the movement between the different menu settings. Enter button. Enter button used to select any settings. It could be related to image, contrast, and brightness. Menu button. In case you lose your remote, you don't use the remote to change the settings. In both situations, you can use the menu button to get the interface of the menu and navigate between the different menu options. AV mute button, to blank the screen and mute audio for a while. Input search button. The input search button helps you to choose the input port in which you want to receive a video signal. There could be various input ports according to your projector model: HDMI, VGA, and screen mirroring. Power button. The power button is used to power up the projector. Rear and right side view. Exhaust vents. Rear and right side view. Exhaust vents. All projectors have cooling fans, which throws out the hot air. This air comes out from the exhaust vents. IR sensor for remote to receive the signal from the remote. Focus lever. The focus lever is used to adjust the focus of projection on the surface. You adjust the focus by using the focus lever. Speaker. Moving pictures without the sound makes no sense. That's why there are speakers available on projector to pump out the audio from the video signal. Adjustable feet. Adjustable feet used to adjust the height of projector from the ground. Front and left side view. Power AC socket. This socket is used to connect the power cable with the projector. Security slot. It can also be called a safe slot, which prevents your projector from thief. HDMI port. To input the video signal from the HDMI output port of the video source. LAN port. Used for the wired network or internet connection, also called Ethernet port. USB port to plug the device like a pen drive which have USB mail. Video in port. This port is used to get the video signal from the video player. This port is always used to plug the RCA cable. VGA port to get the only video signal from the laptop or PC which have a VGA output port. Audio output port used to connect with external speakers and headphones. Intake vents. Intake vents are like the window in our rooms. The purpose is to circulate the outside air to the inside or outside. The same work intake vents do. The intake vents let go air outside and inside the projector. How to operate projector. Turning on the projector. Turn on the computer or video equipment you want to use before you turn on the projector so it can display the image source. Remove the projector's lens cover. Connect the power cord to the projector's power inlet. Plug the power cord into an electrical outlet. The projector's power light turns orange. This indicates that the projector is receiving power but is not yet turned on. Note, with the direct power on turn on, the projector turns on as soon as you plug it in. Press the power button on the projector or the remote control to turn on the projector. The projector beeps and the power light flashes green as the projectors warm up. After about 5 seconds, the power light stops flashing on the turns green. Warning, never look into the projector lens when the lamp is on. This can damage your eyes and is especially dangerous for children. If you don't see a projected image from away, try the following. Turn on the connected computer or video device. Insert a DVD or audio video media and press the play button. Press the source search button on the projector or remote control to detect the video source. Press the button for the video source on the remote control.
These are the 18 types of projector. First, 4K projector, LED projector, LCD projector, nebula projector, laser projector, DLP projector, light projector, main array projector, pocket projector, Optoma projector, projector TV, video projector, movie projector, short throw projector, classroom projector, film projector, laser projector, and mini projector. Our next topic is fluid process, and these are the objectives. Define what is fluid process, enumerate the different types of fluids, discuss the characterization of fluid process. What is process fluid? Fluid are continually being adapted and reformed to fit the actual needs and constrain the situation in hand to fulfill the overall goal of involves actor in the best possible way. So any fluids or solution that may chemically, biologically, or otherwise contaminated or polluted in a form of concentration that would pose a health pollution or a consumer's potable water system is refined to as process fluid.
What are different types of fluid? First one is ideal fluid. An ideal fluid is a fluid which is incompressible in nature and that has no viscosity. In practical, no fluid is ideal fluid because all the fluids have some viscosity. Thus, it is also called as imaginary fluid. Second one is real fluid. Real fluids are the fluids which have some viscosity and are compressible in nature. All the fluids in actual are real fluids. Example of this is kerosene, petrol, and castor oil. The third one is Newtonian fluid. Newtonian fluid are the fluids that obey Newton's law of viscosity. In other words, a real fluid whose shear stress is directly proportional to the rate of the shear strain is known as Newtonian fluid. For a Newtonian fluid, viscosity totally depends upon the temperature and pressure of the fluid. Example of this is water, air, emulsions, and hydrogen. The fourth one is non-Newtonian fluid, are the fluids that not obey of Newton's law of viscosity. And the last one is ideal plastic fluid. Is a fluid that shear stress is proportional to the rate of the shear strain and which shear stress is more than the yield value is also known as ideal plastic fluid.
Characterization of fluid process. Fluid processes and service should be not confused with self-adaptive system. As recognized by the adaptive system research community, fluid processes and service are adaptive in the sense that they are continually involving and reshaping to fit the situation in hand. But unlike classical adaptive system, as understood in the adaptive system research, they are not expected to do this themselves. On the contrary, the whole point of the fluid process is that the adaptation is performed with the help of the human user or engineer where needed. In the other words, in fluid processes, human engineers and users are part of the loop, and processes, use, and adaptation are seen as two sides of the same coin. In the sense, fluid process have more in common with agile software development method, which are focused on encouraging human developers to involve software in as rapid and effective a way as possible, than adaptive system, which are responsible for all dynamic adaptation themselves. Adaptive system research is still essentially based on the engineer's use distinction. The only difference to traditional approach is that the system are given much more intelligent than usual in order to exhibit a wider range of behavior. This notwithstanding, the techniques and ideas of adaptive system research are very relevant to fluid process and service because all forms and techniques of adaptation need to be exploited. In fact, the notion of fluid process and service have some standard adaptive system, and and is based on a more general approach where humans are tightly bound into the loop as well as artificial intelligence. Fluid processes also fundamentally change the way in which human stakeholders interact and collaborate.
because they dissolve the distinction between process engineers and process users. To date, business process support technologies have focused on enhancing and automating the way in which process users collaborate and interact, but have not significantly changed the way in which the process themselves are engineered, which is defined and maintained. So the assumption has been that this is done by IT specialists and a distinct engineering race with little or no connection to the execution of the processes or the normal operation of the enterprises. However, with fluid process, distinction will blur and process engineers will also be process users and vice versa. Stated differently, process engineering will also be regarded as a normal, fluid business processes involving the collaboration of multiple stakeholders. In short, process engineering will become reflective.